3:15 p.m. We arrived at the Rollaway Alleys at 4211 Southwestern.
You Chester Albertson?
I'm 41 across. Oh, I'm Chester Albertson, right. Can I help you?
We're police officers. This is Bill Gannon. My name's Friday.
It's got to do with Melchick, right? Listen, friend, I told that Melchick 20 times, no hustling. I told him plain out, no gambling. Every time he comes around here, he's got another sucker on the string. Well, this last time was a hair that broke this camel's back. I tossed him out on his barb. I told him, I says, Melchick, I hate to do this, but if you think I'm going to take the chance of losing my license for a no-good-for-nothing bum like you, you're wrong. So I tossed him. I pay my rent, I pay my taxes, so that gives me a right? So what's his gripe?
We're not here about that. It's Daniel Loomis we want to know about. You guaranteed his bail 2 years ago, isn't that right?
Don't remind me. What a world. Milchick gives me heartburn, and Mr. Daniel Loomis gives me ulcers.
Loomis was a friend of yours?
Listen, friend, when a fox eats a chicken, do you go around asking if they were buddies? Friend, Loomis gobbled me up. Gizzard, feathers, the whole works.
How well did you know Loomis?
He was a regular. Used to come in and bowl 3 or 4 lines several nights a week. We used to have a couple of beers and jaw a while when he finished. Good bowler. He had this great hook. You'd think each time he was pitching a gutter ball, but at the last second it took this crazy twist and pow, right in the pocket.
How long did you know him?
A little over a year, I guess.
Why'd you put up his bail?
Like I say, he was a regular. Anyone can be bum-wrapped, and he was like a friend, and it seemed like the friendly thing to do.
What do you know about him?
Well, after I got him bailed out, he moved in with me, just to give him a chance to get back on his feet. He seemed like a right guy, not a slob like some of the clowns you meet these days. A nice, soft-spoken, educated kind of guy. He went to church regular. I don't go, you understand, but I kind of like other people to go. I think they get something out of it. But this Loomis creep, the only thing he ever got out of church was whatever he pinched from the collection tray. I mean, let's face it, he was strictly BN.
BN?
Bad news. But how can you guess? Especially me, I'm a trusting guy. Spell that Jerk. We agreed to go 50-50 on the apartment. In fact, he insisted. So I give Loomis cash, and he pays the rent, phone, and utility bills. How dumb can I be, right? The guy's up on a bum check wrap, and I'm paying him cash. Sure enough, all that paper comes bouncing back to my front door. By that time, Loomis has moved on. So is my camera, my stereo rig, my 3 good suits, my TV set. The crumb even heist my bowling trophies.
What kind of work did Loomis do?
You got me. I always figured him for some kind of salesman. He was a very nice talker, very smooth. He didn't talk so much about himself, though, mostly politics and sports, stuff like that.
Do you ever talk about his wife?
His ex, I guess you mean.
His ex-wife?
Yeah, Maxine. He mentioned her a couple times. When he got a few beers in him, he'd talk about moving back to Penley, Ohio, and getting married up with Maxine again. But it was just beer talk. He never mentioned Penley or the Broad when he was sober. You know, when the liquor's in, the truth is out.
Do you ever mention any other relatives?
Yeah, a brother is, name of Charlie. He sure hated Charlie. He used to cuss him out with words I never even heard of.
You know where this Charlie lives?
Sure, Kingford, New Jersey. I even talked to Charlie. When Daniel took the powder, I called up Charlie on the phone. I thought maybe he'd want to do the right thing by me. You know, sometimes brothers feel responsible for each other, family reputation and so forth.
What did he say when you called him?
Well, I introduced myself, Chester Albertson, and explained the circumstances. And friend, when I got all finished with my spiel, you'll never guess what he said.
What did he say?
First he laughed, only it wasn't exactly a laugh. And then he said, "Welcome to the club."
Did he say anything else?
Nope, then he hanged up. Can you beat that?